Similarly, ahead of the November 11 gubernatorial election in Kogi, Bayelsa and Imo, the Independent National Electoral Commission has tasked journalists on the need for ethical, balanced and credible reportage, thereby eliminating fake news or misinformation during the election. Mahmoud Yakubu, represented by the National Commissioner and member INEC Sam Olumekun, made this known during an ongoing two-day capacity workshop for journalists on ethical safety practices and critical issues relating to Kogi, Imo and Bayelsa governorship elections in Akwanga, Nasarawa State earlier today. The chairman, who emphasized on accurate reportage and safety, said democracy would only be achieved through a vibrant media. He tasked journalists on carrying out its core responsibility of assisting electorates to make informed decisions amongst other obligations as a third estate of the realm.
You will agree with me that INEC has modestly demonstrated its commitment over time to the professional development of media practitioners, enabling them to be well equipped with the requisite knowledge to report electoral activities accurately. Let me assure you that we will continue in this light. The Commission is conscious of the critical role of the media in our political and electoral process and believes that democracy will only grow and flourish through a free and vibrant press. However, a free and vibrant media is also obliged to adhere to professional and ethical standards. Indeed, true democracy cannot exist without effective information flow. Basically, and as established over time, the role of the media, especially the INEC press corps in the electoral process, is to 1. Avail the stakeholders with timely and relevant information pertaining to the electoral process. Carry out voter education and public enlightenment. Mobilize the electorate to participate in the electoral process through awakening in them the consciousness of taking ownership of the political process. 4. Give visibility and life to the programs and activities of the election management body with a view to updating stakeholders on the developments in the electoral process. 5. Publicize information and activities of political parties and candidates with a view to assisting the electorate make informed decisions and choices, and, of course, ensure through their searchlight and reports that the process and rules of engagement in the electoral system is codified in the electoral legal framework are duly complied with.
The INEC boss tasked journalists to strive towards studying the Constitution and necessary acts and must be guided by the Constitution's obligation.
As first-hand witnesses to the Commission's activities, the INEC Press Corps members also become the repository of electoral information in Nigeria. This places them at an advantageous position to play important roles in shaping the opinions and editorial policies of their media organizations on issues relating to the programs and policies of the Commission. The implication is that the press corps members must be familiar with the constitutional mandate of the Commission and the roles and powers ascribed to it. They must therefore strive to understand the intendment and announces of the powers granted to the Commission by the Constitution and the Electoral Act that are expressed in subsidiary legislations, including the Commission's regulations, guidelines, and manuals. For the 3 governorship elections scheduled for 11th November, the Commission will deploy the bimodal voter accreditation system to authenticate the permanent voter's card and upload polling unit results to the INEC Result Viewing Portal seamlessly on election day. We urge political parties participating in the off-cycle governorship elections to critically study and pay attention to the provisions of the Constitution, the Electoral Act, the Police Act, and the Public Order Act for the proper and peaceful conduct of political campaigns, rallies, and processions. A political campaign or slogan shall not be tainted with abusive language, directly or indirectly, likely to injure religious, ethnic, tribal, or sectional feelings. Abusive, intemperate, slanderous, or base language or innuendos designed or likely to provoke violent reactions or emotions shall not be employed or used in political campaigns. Let me also remind the media of their constitutional obligations. State apparatus, including the media, shall not be employed to the advantage or disadvantage of any political party or candidate at any election. In other words, equal coverage and visibility shall be allotted to all political parties by all public print and electronic media organizations. The same applies in equal measure to privately owned media organizations, subject to payment of appropriate fees.